Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, everybody. This is meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer. Looks like YouTube is cooperating, so let's get started with the 7:15 live streaming weather show that we do every Monday through Friday. First of all, what you're looking at here is Clover Nook Country Club. Now, there were a few golfers out there earlier today. Didn't see many because I was busy doing other stuff, but when I looked up every once in a while, you could see a golfer around the course. But right now, it looks like it's pretty quiet out there. But beautiful weather for that. As a matter of fact, with the low humidity, heat index values were the same as or a little bit lower than the actual temperature. And so it was a nice day. But the nice days are about to end. Tomorrow morning will be nice, just about like this morning. But as we head on into the weekend, things get really hot and really sticky once again. Here's a live view. Now, live from our tower cam in South Fairmont, looking to the southeast, actually to the east more than anything, over downtown Cincinnati. Beautiful blue sky, a little bit of high thin cloud cover giving it that milky white appearance, and 83 degrees. Now here's what's going to happen over the next few days. Right now there's a big dome of hot high pressure located here. We're just about on the edge of it, and of course the jet stream goes up and around. So I'm going to put this full screen and describe what happens as you see it. It's going to move east for a little while. That means we're going to get hot because we're going to be inside of that hot dome of high pressure. Then it's going to move back off and settle in the west, and we end up with what we call a northwesterly flow regime. As a matter of fact, let's look at that one more time. So the hot high pressure system moves into the Fox 19 Now viewing area for a couple days, begins to move to the back, or to the west as it moves backwards essentially, and we end up with northwesterly flow. That northwesterly flow will bring cooler air into the tri-states, and this will happen somewhere around the first of the month, either the last day of July, the first day of August. We're expecting cooler, drier, less humid weather to come in for several days, and we'll look at that in more detail coming up. So it's something to look forward to anyway. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dew points for the next 7 days in the 70s. Now tomorrow, not bad, 66 degrees, enough that you'll feel it. Dew points in the 70s the rest of the time. That's enough to push those heat index values up over the 100-degree mark. And you can see tomorrow we've got a heat index peaking at about 90. 98 on Thursday. That means there will be some locations with a heat index over the 100-degree mark. 101, 102 for Friday and Saturday. Sunday, a little bit more cloud cover, a little bit more rain, keeping the temperature down, so it'll still be as humid as always. No break in the humidity. The heat index just not quite as hot because the temperature won't be as high. Back into the 100s for Monday and Tuesday. Now take a look at this. This is a bar graph showing you the high temperatures from the 19th of July, Thursday, 1934, on to the 26th. And notice as we had one day at 99, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row with a high temperature higher than 100. This 8-day stretch here, each and every one of those days is a record high for that particular day. And it's the only time in Cincinnati weather history that we have had 8 days in a row be also 8 consecutive record high temperatures. And this is just incredible. Think about this. 108 for a couple days, and this is in 1934, long before there was air conditioning. And so basically, that is the hottest month on record. As a matter of fact, so we had 7 days here with high temperatures 100 or higher. There were another 17 days, including this one, with high temperatures at 90 or higher. So that would be 17 and 8, 25 days out of the 31 had highs 90 or higher, with 7 of those at 100. That is a hot month, and that was during the height of the Dust Bowl years. It wasn't that much of a Dust Bowl here, but we still got the hot air from out that way. Okay, looking at the satellite radar loop, nothing to really talk about except that high thin cloud cover we saw on the camera shot. When we zoom out a little bit, you see some scattered showers along the Mississippi River. Only 16 lightning strikes out that way, so basically we're not talking about much in the way of lightning. And here is what the forecast looks like. Tomorrow, temperature and humidity both higher than today, so a little bit less comfortable, but still not oppressive. Oppressive humidity for Thursday and Friday with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures this morning dropped to 59 in Richmond, in the low 60s pretty much elsewhere. Look at that, 57 in Washington Courthouse and in Chillicothe, 59 in Portsmouth. High temperatures so far today is preliminary in the low to mid 80s around the tri-state. Airport temperatures now upper 70s and a few spots up north like Richmond, Springboro, Washington Courthouse, Chillicothe. 80s elsewhere. And the heat index not really that much different than the temperature. A few degrees warmer in spots, but overall not a bad evening around the tri-state compared to what we've had. Okay, so let's put this into motion. Stop it on Wednesday at 4:50 p.m. No rain in the area. Heat index about 89 to 90 degrees. We're looking at heat index values in the upper 90s on Thursday. With that area shows a few scattered showers. Looks like one big lump of showers, but it's really just scattered showers where the computer thinks it'll happen. As we head into Friday, it looks like the rain gets here, but probably not until late in the evening. So if you're heading down to Great American Ballpark for Fireworks Friday, looks good. The heat index at this point in time in the 90s, but many areas, the heat index Friday over 100. We look at scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Heat index values upper 90s to low 100s. Same thing for Sunday. Fewer showers, so less cloud cover. Looks like temperatures in this particular case, the heat index makes it to 100. And then as we head on into next week, the same old story. Heat index values well into the 100s. So the sun sets at 8:59 this evening, 83 right now, dropping by 11 o'clock to 72 with a clear sky overnight. Just like it was this morning, temperatures in the upper 60s, clear skies, pleasant weather around the tri-state. And for Wednesday, the high temperature 87. That is 1 degree warmer than the normal high, the morning low, about the same as normal. So pretty much a normal day tomorrow with the sun setting at 8:58. Climate Prediction Center says in the 6 to 10 day outlook through the 1st of August that we're going to see temperatures warmer than normal here in the Fox 19 Now viewing area. The second half of their forecast shows something a lot different, shows a cool air mass over the northeastern U.S., including the Fox 19 Now viewing area. That goes on out to August 5th. And then, of course, the 3 to 4 week outlook puts us back in above normal. So let's see what moisture does, okay? Moisture near normal through the 1st of August, near to a little bit below normal through the 5th, and then it looks like a large area of below normal precipitation through the 17th of August. However, that is one of those dry, so this isn't one of the hot, dry domes of high pressure that we're getting. This is in relation to the cooler air coming in from Canada and that cooler weather that was mentioned. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the 7-day forecast. Okay, if you look at it full screen, high temperature of 87 tomorrow, then 90 for Thursday and Friday, 86 for Saturday, Sunday, 89 Monday, 91 Tuesday. Each day, showers and thunderstorms are possible. Each day, except for Tuesday, we have heat index values closing in on the 100-degree mark. When we go beyond the 7-day forecast, the eyeball is there, so we're keeping a close eye on the end of the month in the 1st of August for the possibility of some severe thunderstorm activity. Too early to tell, but remember I just mentioned that cooler air that's coming in. It's coming in with an aggressive cold front out of Canada, and that aggressive cold front could spawn some severe storms. So right now, way too early to predict when it's going to happen exactly, what it's going to be when it gets here, but we are talking about the possibility of some severe weather the 31st and or the 1st of the month. Now remember, this far out, this event could accelerate and come in a little earlier, or it could slow down and come in a little later, or it could not make it at all. And that's why we're just giving you a heads up, first alert here, that there is the possibility that we'll see some severe weather as the month ends and August begins around the tri-state. And again, too early to be specific about it. Okay, and then here is what the 7-day plus looks like. High temperatures and low temperatures. Notice the high temperatures quite a bit of time above normal, but as we head toward the 1st through the 5th of August, going a little bit below normal. Low temperatures actually also go a little bit below normal, so we do have some relief and a cooling trend on the way into the tri-state. Now let's see, I have got a promotional shoot that I've got to take care of here in a few minutes, so I'm going to have to cut everything pretty short. But let me see what we got as far as comments on Facebook go, and let's see, Jeff Beechler. Jeff, and if you're a frequent viewer, you know Jeff Beechler is a snowman. Not that he loves snow. Too hot this summer, I need my snow, my fall. Casey Wood Crawley, sorry, joined late. How likely is rain for Friday in the south of Campbell County? Okay, for Friday, in the southern part of Campbell County, not too likely until late in the evening. Okay, we're looking at rain probably not even making it as far south as Great American Ballpark by 10 p.m. So let's see, for Friday in the southern part of Campbell County, you should be dry till you get into the overnight and into Saturday morning. As Susan Wally says, hope that cool weather gets us. You and me both, Susan. Woo, I tell you what. Today was great with lower humidity, but with the sun, when you have that transparent air, that clean air, the sun is so strong. I stood out in the sun for a while working on pulling up some old pavers, and I tell you what, I kind of overdid it. So, okay, now people are waiting for me. I've got to go into the studio for a promotional shoot. So that's it for now. Again, we are looking at really hot weather taking over for a while. And then as we head to the end of the month, in the beginning of August, there's a chance for a severe weather event coming our way. And again, that's a real iffy situation at this point. As we head into August, the first few days of August will probably be cooler and drier than normal. So that's it. Thank you for joining me. Have yourself a nice evening, and I'll be back tomorrow evening.